my name is Judeana and welcome to my channel. Today has been kind of an exciting day. I, for the first time in a long time, went plant shopping. So I wanted to, of course, show you guys what I got. The reason why I haven't gone plant shopping all that much and just trying to make do with what I have is because we're trying to live on a budget. It's a little difficult sometimes to try and stick to it. But today was just one of those days, you know? Yesterday was a little bit of a rough day for me. I encountered some spiritual warfare and I did not have my armor on. So a little bit of that has dragged into today. I just have been so tired lately because of it. So that was another reason. I was like, I just need to get out of the house for a little bit, or I just need to go plant shopping. So that's exactly what I did. Here is what I found. This one actually came from work, and I think I had him in the window for a little too long. He's pretty leany. Uh-oh, he lost a leaf. Figures. He's probably gonna be losing a few, actually. Poor thing. I really hope he makes it because I really struggle with ficus plants, but this is a ficus triangularis plant. It's a little 2-inch and it just says bonsai assorted, but when I saw these I was like, oh, I can't pass that up. This is great. So I've got this little bonsai pot that I think I'm going to try him out in. Just making sure. He's not very happy with me at the moment because of bringing him home. I just stuck him right in my south-facing window, so that probably hurt him a little bit, but hopefully he can just bounce right back. I wanted to repot him in that little pot and get him looking really cute. So we'll see how this one goes. We'll see. And the rest here I got from Zamzows. So let's see. I'll start with this end and we'll move our way forward. So, before I pull them out, before you guys see them, I ended up essentially getting 3 plants for the price of 1. A, because of my cash. B, because we are with the Zamzows lawn program, and so we get 10% off of our purchase, which is really nice. And then C, because when I did research on these plants, they were more expensive for what they are and the size that they are. So I was really excited to see that, especially because they are what I consider to be more rare plants. And when I went shopping this time, I was so torn because I know what I can take care of. I know what I'm good with. One of which was a wish list plant. And some of them, you know, you try out new plants and you feel guilty if you pay so much for them when they die. And with these ones, I'm not going to feel as guilty about that because they ended up being really cheap and I was super excited about that. So these plants I know I can take care of, apart from one, which I'll go into more detail about that when we get there. But yeah, I just wanted to keep that in my mind as I was shopping. Starting with this one. Ooh, it's going to be due for a repot here pretty soon. This is a silver band Maranta prayer plant. And I have one other prayer plant you've seen in one of my recent videos, and that's the lemon lime. It's actually Ryan's plant, but of course I take care of it for him. And when I saw this in a 4-inch for $10, I just could not pass it up because it's beautiful. I'll probably repot it because we've got some roots coming out the bottom. Probably put it in a 6-inch pot and just let it fill out. And yeah, it's got a lot of new leaves, so really excited about this one. It's a beautiful plant. This next plant is the one that I paid more for, but I didn't mind because this is a wish list plant that's been on my mind since the Flower and Garden Show, which is in Boise. That was in like March or April. I saw this plant there in a 4-inch container and it was $60. So when I saw it at Zamzows today for only like $31, I could not pass it up. It was just, let me show you. So this is the Hoya latifolia Sarawak, SP Sarawak. And what I loved about this plant so much were how big the leaves were and the veining in the leaves. It just makes me so excited that I actually have this plant right now, that I'm holding it in my house. Because if you don't know, I do love Hoya. I've got quite a few on my wall. I have a Hoya linearis, a Hoya macrophylla, a Hoya pink princess, or crimson princess, sorry, excuse me. And then Hoya obtusifolia splash. Hoya are just one of those plants where they can be neglected for a little bit and still be okay. I have a few Hoya up there that have done okay considering how bad I am at taking care of plants sometimes, just the neglect that they end up facing. So yeah, I was super excited to see this guy there, and I just could not pass him up. So I'm really excited that this is in my collection. And then this last plant is one that I have seen all over the place, and when I looked it up, it said it was $60 for a 4-inch pot, and I found it for $10. So I'm really excited to try this out, especially because of how beautiful I know it gets when it's mature or when you have it climbing up a moss pole. And that is, my friends, the Philodendron verrucosum. And I'm just so excited about this plant. I did find a newly unfurled leaf strapped to the pole here, which I had to unfurl, and I was actually okay with that. I know the younger leaves are probably going to fall off anyway as this grows, especially if I have it trained up a climbing pole, but there's 2 different separate growth points in here. So that's what I got really excited about this plant too, because it was kind of like getting 2 plants in one if there's 2 separate growth points. Actually, there's 3. If you don't know the Philodendron verrucosum, it has a very velvety texture on it and very striking veining that really protrudes as it matures and gets bigger. The way that the leaves reflect in the sunlight is just gorgeous. It's just a very gorgeous plant, so I'm just really excited to have this in my collection and to try and train it up a moss pole and get it looking really good. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I've just been so excited to have these now in my collection. I just could not pass up any of these plants. And there was another plant that I saw there, and I almost bought it. I almost spent probably $50, but when I go plant shopping, I don't want to spend more usually than $40 at a time for plants. So I did not get it, and I just took photos of it so I could remember it and maybe eventually get it one day. I'm really pushing myself to hopefully do better with plant care. It's been rough. It's been rough. I'm excited to see what the future holds. I want to do more. It's just making time and finding time. You know, you gotta make time for these things. You gotta make time for plant care. You gotta make time, you know, with everything. So yeah, that's my plan. And if you have any of these plants, feel free to comment down below how you take care of them. If you're able to send photos, that would be cool. I'd love to see your guys' photos. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for what's to come. And if you haven't already checked out my Promises and Prayers series, please go check it out. It's something new that I'm starting, and I'm getting really excited about it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed day, you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!